Here I got a few things I wanted to share with you that I had gotten for Christmas and a little bit of an unboxing as well. So the first thing is, some of you may be familiar with this big beast, this over 500 page thing called Dungeon Crawl Classics. It's all about kind of like original D&D, but hyped up, you know, or pumped up a little bit, you know, on adrenaline. Basically has like 7 classes and a lot of cool details. I mean, probably 150 pages are just spell explanation. It's a very brutal world. Very cool. If you like old school D&D, in your face, characters dying right and left, and you're just trying to survive, and it makes your people special. I'll cover this more in detail some other time on a talk. My feelings, because I've read pretty much through the whole thing, but just trying to absorb all the information because there's a lot of material here. But beautiful. Just give you a quick. Some of this really old school artwork is just fantastic. You know, I just think it just harkens back to the days of you know, when I first learned Dungeons and Dragons. I mean, look at this. Look at this art, just beautiful. And like, here's the classes or cleric. So there's 4 main classes, but I'll cover that in a little bit later. The other thing that I had gotten for Christmas from another friend was this RPG called Blades in the Dark by John Harper, which is a really cool system. It's very compact, much smaller than you can see than your traditional size books. Let me get a little space here. But this uses basically only a D6 system. The other system, the DCC, uses a bunch of different type of dice you never heard before. This one isn't heavy that much in art. It does have some stuff for feel. Basically, you're in this the haunted area of Dosval. The sun had burned out a long time ago, and you're playing a bunch of scoundrels. And so here is kind of a little. Let me show you a little bit about. Like, this is basically, this is just a small part of the world that your action's going to be in. And so you're going to play a crew of scoundrels working together to improve your crew abilities, working, you know, and making the whole thing idea about this game is conversation is a story. So that map I just showed you is just this little place up here, Dosval. But it's a supernatural world, but it's set back kind of in the feel of the old Victorian London, Prague kind of setting. Very cool. It uses a very interesting system called the is it called Dice Forge system? I'm not sure. I can't remember. So another thing that I picked up recently was just a set of D6 regular standard dice. And the reason why I got pure white is not only because it's one of my favorite colors for dice. As an extended part of the gift, here's part of the unboxing. I got a couple things through Amazon, and it's directly related to the role-playing stuff that I do. And okay, so the first thing I got, which is probably the more extraordinary, are these special dice that the Dungeon Crawl Classics use, which is, of course, this system here. Instead of like advantage and disadvantage, some of the spells make you use different types of dice. And as you can see here, and I'll pull them out in a second so you can look at them, this adds a D3, a D5, a D7, a D14, a D16, a D24, and a D30, even though I already had a D30 somewhere. But so like mostly you'll use the other type of dice. Everybody pretty much has seen a D30, how it kind of, you know, goes around there. D6 obviously is just cut in half, 1s and 2s on each side. That's just kind of their system. I believe this is the 5. I've never tried to roll these before. 1, of course, my typical roll there. This is the D24. Kind of rolls interesting. 23, I'll take it. This is the D7. Looks like a 4 there. That's pretty cool. And which one is this? The D. One of these is the D14. This is the D16. That's 14, not bad. And 4. And the reason why I picked up this white dice set especially is to oppose. So that way when I set these dice up, I will have them interlaced in between the other dice so I know what I'm using to roll when. So it'll probably be like that, right? 3, 5, 7, yeah. So that way I'll have my dice. That way I'll know which ones are the odd numbers. So if it's a regular dice, I can just identify it quickly, because this 12 may look kind of like this 14. So that's the reason why I did that. So really cool. I'll have to chase that down later. Let me move that out of the way. And the other thing that was in here are these things here. And this is just a small, a bunch of 6-sided dice. But I thought it was pretty cool because I bought them in the set, and it's got that, well, as you'll see here if I can get it open. So basically, you get, was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 10, I believe that's, yep. And that's 50 dice of all these translucent colors. And I'll pop them out here. Oh, there's really, you can really see the light pop through that one. And you get this nice little dice bag if you want to keep them in. Although I'm probably just going to put my D&D dice with my new DCC special dice in there. But let's just open these up and give them a quick roll. But I'm very excited to play some Dungeon Crawl Classics, and also the Forged in the Dark series, I believe is what the other system's called, which is Blades in the Dark. So, got to get one of each color here. Let's see. Boy, the blue and the green at far away without low light look similar, but they all look great. So hey, some pretty good rolls here. I got a 1, a 3, a 4, and a 6. But that was kind of my little unboxing and little kind of things I had for a small Christmas. I just wanted to share with you guys out there. It's been a while, but I will be getting back to, I'm going to talk in depth about this. I read both of them fairly well, but most of that stuff will be overview. DCC has a lot of videos online anyway. You can really cover that, but this will harken back. It's easier for me to get into because of the type of role-playing I've done in the past. But here, the Blades in the Dark is just a very cool idea of all of you who are basically playing a scoundrel's crew trying to fight the other factions and move up and stuff. So anyway, that's the basic of that. Thank you for watching, and have a beautiful day.